That's
just tolerate it, you know.
right.
I mean, obviously he's a good hygienist, but then his office staff became everybody. It seemed like everybody was leaving, and we just okay.
That was the time.
Okay, are we ready for this week's forecast?
Oh, yes. Oh, I forgot we're doing this.
Yep. Okay, so root down and get solid in your body. This week begins with a full moon in Virgo. So writing down all that you wish to release will free you up for the rest of the month. Virgo is the sign that is happiest when it feels in control. Yet we all know that the universe is actually in control. And when we surrender to that fact, we can only do so much. This will push us to focus on what's most important and let the rest go, which is key in a full moon phase. The full moon is in Virgo, and when this sign goes wrong, it makes us prone to be doubtful and negative. So using your breathing techniques along with some simple meditation will help soothe your mind this week. I'm thinking with coronavirus, that's good to hear. Admitting and embracing your vulnerabilities will also allow unseen forces to come to the rescue and assist you in ways you would have never thought possible. Mercury goes direct in Aquarius this week, so the mission for the week ahead is to boost your ability to be creative and to feel liberated.
I like that word.
I do too. Yeah. So creativity and liberation is the focus for the yoga today. So as we're moving, if you feel like you want to do something within the pose, do something within the pose. Okay? Find the freedom that feels good. Not for the sake of like being a show-off, but because it feels good. Okay, spread through all your fingers and all your toes, pulling those hands into the earth so you're stretching the shoulders. Now be very aware of the neck. I've been harping on this for several weeks, but I want you to make sure the neck is free. You're pushing up from the spine, and it's never, never, never a chin jut, but it's elongation through the vertebrae. Close your eyes and imagine your whole body lengthening. Imagine space and light between every joint, and your spine is just a long series of joints. Finding your breath. Just move with the breath. And again, it can be in a way that feels good to you. Keep your eyes closed so it doesn't matter what people are doing. Just breathe in fully and breathe out fully. Seeing if you can find a little bit more space between the breaths. We just talked about space in the joints. Find that space in the breath, which is that moment of pure silence before you inhale or before you exhale. Just that space and length to liberate yourself from that non-stop movement of even your breath. And then when you're ready, move your hands to Namaste and slowly open your eyes. Lift up those quads, inhale, and glide up and hold this position. Now think again about length and space in that neck. You're looking towards the thumbs in an extended way. Push the hands up, push the chest up, pull the tailbone away, big inhalation. Exhale, fold, hands to Namaste and all the way down to the floor. Bending those knees whenever you need to bend them. Now I want you to think about the quality of bending. Are you becoming a diamond and pressing your knees out to the side and rocking to the side of your feet? Or are you keeping those knees squeezing together and pressing out through the hips? Take the hands to the shins, squeeze those knees together. You can close the feet together even more. Inhale and straighten the arms, pushing the shoulders away from the ears, pushing the crown of the head to the front of the room. Elongate, big inhalation. Exhale and slide all the way down. Shoulders away from the ears. Now just try to squeeze those knees together and straighten those legs a tiny bit, just to bring a little bit of length in there. Bend the knees, hands to the shins. Inhale, flat back, shoulders down. Now, the look up comes from the chest. What I want you to think about this whole practice is if your boobs were headlights, you're shining them out. It's not your eyes, it's your chest. Hold down. Squeeze the belly and inhale all the way up to standing. However you want to get there, whether it's up the center or a reverse swan dive, then hands at your heart. Take one breath. Now shine the light on the ceiling. Exhale, fold all the way down. However you want to get there is totally fine. Keeping those knees together. Inwardly rotate those thighs. Good. Walk the hands forward. Look at the fingers. Actually spread them apart. And step back into a small down dog. Shoulders away from the ears, crown of the head pushing to the thumbs. So it's very active. The tailbone is up, the crown is to the thumb. Rock left and right on those feet and those ankles. Big toe side, little toe side. Just rock and stretch it out. Good. Find your center and then reach forward into that upper push-up position. And drop the hips forward. Work the neck out so it's super long. Tighten those quads, lift the inner thighs. Again, inwardly rotate those legs so the pinkies are down. The back of the knees are lifting. Those inner thighs and knees are squeezing together. Big inhalation. Exhale, down dog. You can step those feet in if you need to adjust. Keep that inward rotation of the thighs. Breathe. Shift back into that upper push-up position. Again, being very mindful of your form, lifting those inner thighs, big inhalation. And you're gonna chaturanga and hover right down here with the elbows in, squeezing the elbows, lengthening the back of the neck. Think about the weight on the hands. It's across the whole heel of the hand and the ball of the hand. Breathe. Inner thighs lift, and then drop the chest on the floor, drop the belly on the floor, point the toes, and rock the chest forward. Good. So from here, comfortably lengthen the back of the neck, and just peel those arms out. Inward rotation of those thighs. Big toes are squeezing, ankles are squeezing, knees are squeezing. And just breathe. Big inhalation. Exhale and pull those hands down and shine the chest forward. Perfect. Root all of those toes on the floor. Pinky toes especially. Then put the hands right under the chest. Squeeze the elbows in. Keeping the legs tight. Inhale. And then you're exhaling up to up dog. So those legs are super tight. There's no bend in the knees. Lengthening the shoulders back, the neck up. Inhale. And then lift and rise into your down dog. Breathe. That should build up some heat. Walk the feet halfway in. Walk the hands in. Squeeze. Fold down a little bit more. Push down. Zip those inner thighs up, and then inhale all the way to standing. However you want to get there. Upper open is fine. Hands together, interlace those thumbs. Settle the shoulders down. Lift the heart up. Lean the hips slightly forward. Big inhalation. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Perfect. So lengthening the back of that neck. Closing the eyes and just doing 3 breaths. Finding those inner thighs pressing together. lifting those kneecaps, feeling the whole foot on the floor, every toe, the heel, the outside of the foot across the ball of the foot. One more time. Inhale and raise the arms up however you want to get there. And then exhale, forward fold. It doesn't matter if it's around or if it's down the center. However it works for you. Hands on your shins. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands forward. Walk the feet back into your down dog. Squeezing. Finding your midline. Arms pull towards midline. Legs inwardly rotate towards midline. Shift into that upper push-up position. Tighten those thighs. Big inhalation. Shoulders away. Chaturanga. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale and swoop it forward into your up dog. Flipping your feet. Tightening your knees. Good. Big inhalation. Exhale, down dog. Good. Walk the feet in. All the way to the hand. Forward fold. Shoulders away from your ears. And then inhale all the way up. Oh, are you kidding? That's Cody. Holding the length. My phone didn't update, just so you know what's going on. It will not allow me to silence it anymore.
Ever or just during the update?
Never. The update was yesterday. And then put the hands right back at heart center. And just like when we were on the floor, peel those arms out to the side. Squeeze those inner thighs and lift up from the center, down on the side. Good. Now I'm going to face your same way for this part. Finding that balance. Flex that right foot and lift that right leg up. Strong through those arms. Pull everything towards midline. Perfect. Left hand to that left hip. Right two peace fingers. Try to grab this toe. Now, what did you do with the knee? Did it pop out to the side? Yep. It's about squeezing towards midline. So squeeze that knee towards midline, which keeps that inner thigh on the right activated. So that is just a relax. That is a squeeze. Good. Take a breath. And then drop it down. Squeeze those inner thighs. Inhale up. Lengthen, push, tighten. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Keeping those thighs squeezed, peeling it out. Flex that left foot. Pick it up. Now everything pulls towards midline. Knee, arms, foot, nope, right hand on the hip. Left two peace fingers, try to grab. Now if this is as far as you can go, that's as far as you can go. What this move really is doing is opening up that low back. Squeezing it. Breathe. Just finding that place of balance. Good. And then drop it down. Inhale up. Interlace those thumbs. Glide the hands to your heart. Find that peace and that balance. Perfect. Pick up that right foot again. Squeezing towards midline. Interlace those fingers. Grab that knee and pull it up. So this one has got a very straight back, where the other one, you were hinged forward. Now, still pull that leg towards midline, but open it out. But all the energy is still pulling in. The thighs are engaged. Perfect. Now, you can grab the ankle, you can grab the toe. Breathe. Kicking it out. Now this is all gauged by those inner thighs and that midline. Pulling it back in whenever you need to bend that knee, bend it. Bend that right elbow, lift it up. Peel it out. Good, and let it down. Balance, and finding that inner thigh. Reach it up, pull, chest away. Exhale, hands to heart center. Interlace them. Picking that left knee up. Keeping a nice long back. Grab that knee in and stretch. Finding those inner thighs. Integrity right there. Peeling it open. But the inner thighs are still very active. You can grab the foot, the shin, whatever works. Just find those inner thighs. Kick it as much or as little as you can. Finding those inner thighs. And then moving it to the front. Bending it as much as you need to. When you're ready, lift it up and peel it out. Big inhale. Exhale down. That's hard. Float those legs down. Finding those inner thighs is what it's all about. So inhale up. Exhale, reach out of that low back. All the way down. Hands to your shins. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands forward. Walk the feet back. Take your down dog. Breathe. Shift into the upper push-up position. Find those inner thighs, just like you were balancing. Chaturanga down. And then up dog, up. Lift. Shoulders nice and down. Perfect. Up into your down dog. Breathe. Take that right foot, raise it up in the air. Stretch it up. Good, set it down. Take the left foot up in the air. Stretch. Open those thighs. Shoulders away. Drop it down. Now walk those feet all the way up to the hands, all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale and look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, swoop all the way up. Hands at your heart center. Squeezing those inner thighs. Big toes together. Drop into your chair. So it's comfortable. The knees, the toes, everything is touching. Separate the arms, peel them up. Shine the chest forward, not the chin. Beautiful. Breathe here. Big inhalation. Push the heels down, push the pinkies up. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the shins. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back. Now you can either walk or jump all the way to that upper push-up position. Chaturanga down. And up dog, up. Perfect. Pick it up into that down dog. Pick up that right leg just like you practiced. And then step it forward to the lunge. Come forward into crescent lunge. Finding the balance. Now remember, that back leg is like it was when you were doing the plank. So it's turned inward. Those inner thighs are pulling towards each other. Good. Now root down with that right heel and push the pinkies up. So you're chair on one leg, plank on the other. Good. Reach it around, put the hands on that thigh, and press back. Pull that right hip back. Free that low spine. Breathe. Inhale. And to exhale, take both hands right down here to the side. Now I just want you to press into it. Press. Opening it up a little bit. Perfect. Now lifting that right arm up. Find your balance right here. Perfect. Push. And then swoop it around to the outside and push. Perfect. Wheel that arm around so it's on each side of the foot. Drop that back knee back. Peel it back, flexing into that right foot. Shoulders down, back of the neck long. Squeeze the belly. Just stretch into that leg. Good. Good. And then breathe forward. Pick up that back foot. Now, if you can, pick it up, but don't shift back on that hip. Okay, so if you start sticking your tush back there, drop it forward. If you can, grab that foot. If you can, extend the other arm. And if you can't, don't. Good, gives a really good stretch. And then reach it around, tuck that toe, come right back up into that crescent lunge. And then reaching it back to the floor and into the upper push-up position. Make sure as that right leg comes to meet the left, that both legs are squeezing and they're tight and they're lifted. Inhale, chaturanga down, up dog up. Squeezing those legs so they're like one leg. Shift up into your down dog. Bend those knees and jump or step to those hands, keeping those knees together. Sink into your chair. Elongate the back of the neck, shoulders down. Peel the chest forward into your chair. Good. Chest. Perfect. Root down, pinkies, push. And inhale all the way up. Good. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. We're just going to work that chair. Big inhale. And exhale. So, what I want you to really focus on is the chest and the shoulders. Opening. Now pull those arms to the side. You were here earlier. Push those arms back. Get lower in the heels. Get the weight back in those heels. Good. Perfect. Good. Circle those arms back. Shoulders down. Keep growing the neck. Perfect. Go ahead and move those hands to heart center right here. Perfect. Pull the shoulders together. Good. Pick up that right leg. Peel that right leg behind you. Into a warrior three. Pushing that left leg towards straight as you push the right leg towards straight. Now, keeping that leg turned in and straight, step it into crescent lunge. Peel it up. Perfect. So, your throat, you can move, you can swallow, you can nod. Nod and shake your head. Good. Reach those arms behind your back, stacking them or grabbing them, or a reverse prayer position. Finding those inner thighs. You're going to step together into your chair. Perfect. Hinge down. Press out the back. Feel the hips grow wide and anchor you in. Perfect. Drop those arms and peel them all the way to the front. Big inhalation and exhale. Hands back to heart center. Are you sweating?
Yes.
Good. We're liberating the sweat from your body in creative ways. Breathe. Slide right back down into chair, finding those inner thighs. Rock the weight back, squeeze. Press the pinky. Good, big inhalation. Exhale, forward fold and straighten those legs. Hands to your shins, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Now I want you to walk or jump back, keeping those legs tight. Shoulders away, neck long, inhale. Chaturanga with power. And then exhale into your up dog. And then into your down dog. Lift that left leg. Step it all the way in. Find your deepest, most open crescent lunge. Inhale those arms up. Finding those inner thighs, settling the shoulders down, tightening that right leg and turning it in. So it's plank on the right, chair on the left. Push those arms to the side. Press those arms to the leg and just square those hips. Breathe. Reaching it for the floor. Drop that knee down. Point the toe. Keep that hip open. I'm pressing that hip forward. Then press back. Stretching into the hamstring here. Pulling the left leg back or the left hip back. Feeling the stretch across the low back. A lot of the moves we've done today really get that low back stretching. Press into it. Deep stretch. And then move it forward, keeping that hip forward. And then if you can move that knee forward. So you're not on the kneecap. You're like on the top. Pressing it up. If any of this is enough, be with it. If you can grab it, grab it. If you can reach, reach, but elongate. Find your breath. If your breath isn't flowing, you've gone too far. Good. Peeling it down. Take both hands to the side. Tighten that toe. Lift that knee. Take that left arm out. Just kind of bounce, wiggle, stretch into that split position in the hips, and push. So you're stretching through that left lat. And then move the arms around to the outside. Stretch through the right lat. Wheel that arm up and around. Keeping it tight. And just pick it right back up. Breathe. Spread through the palms. Keep that back knee tight and turned in. Press out to that outward ankle. Bringing it around. Now, if you can, you're going to step it in. I know. Now, once you've found it, sink into it. And push. Push. Where's your heart? Shining forward. Thighs are squeezing. For 8. Breathe. See if you can get a little bit lower every time. Good. Hold it down. Peel those arms up. And reach them around. Forward fold. Tighten those legs. Plant the hands firmly on the floor. Breathe. And walk or jump into your upper push-up. Chaturanga down. Upper push-up. Chaturanga down. Upper push-up. The key is squeezing those legs. Chaturanga down. One more. Chaturanga down. Upper push-up. And then down dog. Breathe. Jump those feet to the hands. Hands to the shins. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Sink into that chair. And then pick those arms up. Finding that balance. Hands together. Right at your heart. This time, pick that left foot up. And extend it into your warrior 3. And then stepping it back in. And exhale, fold. Wrap the arms around the back of the leg. And just give it a gentle squeeze. Rocking it left and right. On those feet. Through the hips. Let the chin fall in so the back of the neck is long. Good. Put the hands on the floor. Step the feet wider than the mat. Find those inner thighs. Lift the arches. Press the whole side of the foot down on the floor. Take the left hand and grab the right ankle and just peel it up. Now, remember how I said the boobs are lights? Shine it up, not towards your leg, but out towards the walls. Drop it down. Walk that right arm to the left ankle. Peel the left arm up. And same thing, shine out towards the walls. Not towards the floor, but up and out towards the walls. And then take it down. Both hands on the floor. Bend those knees, bend the arms. We're going to go into a crow. So what you think about is, again, pulling towards that midline. Pulling the elbows in, pulling the toes in. And it doesn't matter if you never do anything more than this with the toes down. This is perfect. What I'm doing is I'm squeezing my chest towards midline. I'm squeezing my arms towards midline. I'm squeezing my thighs and everything, and I'm perfect right where I'm at. Breathe, 4. In fact, I don't think I'm even going to go up into crow because it feels really strong here. Good. 4 breaths. Keep squeezing and lifting up. Good. Rock back on those feet. Good. So, wherever is comfortable for you, just find kind of a natural, normal squat position. Good. Chest is nice and comfortable. You're just kind of hanging out. Then, step it a little bit wider. And just feel natural and comfortable. Good. If you were down here, pick and step off the floor, where would you be? Good. Drop those heels. I guarantee nobody would sit down at the cooking fire like this. We just
They
wouldn't.
don't want to go down.
That's just that shortened Achilles tendon and stuff in the back of the heel. So just keep working towards it. And as you're working, wherever you're at, if you're up here, just open up the sole of the foot. And I'm just rocking forward so I can kind of, show you the same thing. Spread the ball of the foot wide, spread the toes wide. Open up the heel. Breathe into that heel. Good. Whatever feels comfortable for your knees. Yes, if you can take them further apart, try it. So, and that's why I brought you in that way. Sometimes we just get hung up on what a position should look like. If I were to stay there, keep stretching it. Okay, stand up, Lynn, and here. Each of you stand up. Okay, I'm just going to roll, squat down and pick it up. So that, do your keep our feet down. Yeah, but what I'm getting at is the width. Is this a normal width? If I'm rolling at you something at you, and you're going to pick it up, even walk further back. Walk further back, and I'll just roll it and just walk forward and grab it. Just walk forward and grab it naturally.
So that's your width.
That's about, Okay, so find your natural spot. Okay, squat down where it's natural for you.
It doesn't go as far down.
No,
But it will come.
it will. And see how wide you are? That shows how shortened that tendon is.
Oh, gotcha.
Because again, think about the pictures of people at the cooking fire and the squat toilets. The
Right.
squat toilet pedestals are not here and here.
You know what I mean? Squat toilets, but you don't go all the way down. I mean, squat.
Yeah. So find exactly. So find where it's natural for you, and then start working within that range to drop.
Gotcha.
So, do you feel anything? Where do you feel it?
Do I feel what?
Do you feel stretching here or in your
I
hips?
do feel it in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Because yeah, when I'm here for a while, I start feeling that too.
Yeah.
Which is good.
This is my weaker side. I hate to say that, but it's not as, I guess, I don't know why.
Right.
It's this one. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Because we're always one side dominant.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if we're down here, I want you to start rocking and sleeping. And again, it's your movements. You're brushing stuff off the floor. And yes, my arches roll in as I rock. So shift your hips left, right, left, right. That's okay, you'll get there. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you know, if
I
you
get
keep,
captured by natives. I think it's a harder position what you're doing.
I think
You know
so.
what I mean? And because,
Yeah, it's easier down.
yeah, it's easy.
And where do you feel it?
I want to try something.
Because I have all my weights.
Uh-huh. So these muscles. Yep, I feel that too. Yeah, Lynn, that's perfect.
I think partly I'm afraid of falling. I'm not afraid of falling, but
You're trying not to.
I try not.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah. Well, then that can kind of be your little playground exercise this week. You know, to hang on to the corner of a table or a bed and just kind of play down there. All right. So I want you to start rocking and pulling it out of it slowly. Shaking those hips side to side. Because it is deeply compressive on the knees, the ankles, all of that stuff. So honor your body. And then step those feet closer together. And then when you're ready, just walk it into your kind of a down dog. Opening up the back of the heels that way and the back of the knees. Because the squat really compresses the backs of the knees. Now this is not hard, it only feels hard. Raise the right leg up. But I promise you, it's not hard. Bend that right knee. Lift that right knee, lift the right hip, and look under the right arm. Now shine the chest under that right arm. So your left boob is shining up to the right wall. Up, 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 not down. Yeah, up, up, twist. Good, now square it and extend that leg. Big breath in. And I want you to tuck it into your pigeon. Now, think about that left leg inwardly rotating, pressing that pinky down, and really stretching through that left hip flexor. Rock into that left side. And then rock into that right hip. Press away. Push that back toe back. Shine the chest up, shoulders down. Keeping that upward arc as you walk it down and melt. So we did that runner stretch and we got the hamstring. Then we tipped forward and we got the quad. During the squat, we really got the back of the calf. When we did the crescent lunge, we really stretched both sides of the body, the lats. We're going to come back to that too. By walking the hands to the left and pushing out with that right arm. And then even if you want to push it into the floor and walk it a little bit more so you really open up that right side. Doesn't that feel good? And then walk the hands back to center. Readjust, resettle, push those left toes back. Anchor that left pinky toe down into the floor, and then take that left arm and push it to the right. So pinky toe to pinky in the hand on that left side. Back to the center. Melt into that leg. rock back on that hip, and you're gonna face that left side of the room. And you're gonna peel both legs out. Today is a lot of deep stretching in case you haven't noticed. We got you all nice and hot, so those muscles are really open. Now the first way we're gonna stretch is by sliding the hips forward and just seeing how wide you can take it. So this is very much inner thigh. So you're pressing those feet as wide as you can get. And then shake those legs. Either if you're shaking them or you're shaking them with the muscles. You okay, Karen?
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. Okay, so that is one way to stretch that inner thigh. And that is that muscle that really we compress together in chair. Now, relax that. Jiggle those legs out until you can touch both toes. And then shine the headlights up. Good. So you'll see that's more hamstring. Pressing the legs down and back. Take the hands to the thighs, inwardly rotate, and press that muscle back. And then see if you can combine a little bit of a forward fold while touching those toes. Now this is very much hamstring. Squeezing the core, still finding your balance. This moves it into the hamstring. Yes, you're getting some inner thigh. This is a lot. Good. Relax the hands down to the shins and breathe. So if you think about it, this is a wide leg forward bend. A forward bend targets the hamstrings. Root the pelvis down. Good. Then peel the chest forward and come up using the strength of the back. Now we're going to go back to where you were, which was pushing those legs back. This is not a forward bend. This is an inner thigh stretch. See the difference? And then when you're rocking forward here, it stretches more in the inner thigh than in the hamstring. So when you think about that wide leg flexibility, there's two different moves depending on how far apart you have your legs. So if you're having a hard time here, it's inner thighs. If you're having a hard time on the other one, it's hamstrings. Hands in front, raise up, and push that tush to the back. Lift the pelvis up. Up. Not really, but it tells you where you're at. Like if you can't flare your pelvis back and stretch your belly here, like this, try this, that's inner thigh. So, by today, you should now know, ooh, it's inner thigh, or ooh, it's hamstring.
Oh, it's the whole body.
Oh, it's everything. Makes sense? So pelvis lifts, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down. Good. Yeah.
I notice you keep your back so nice and straight when you go down. The rest of us get like we're down is the closest. You fall apart.
Exactly. Okay, grab those legs, jiggle them together. Where do you feel it? Inner thighs, hamstring, inner thigh? Yep. All right, come on back to the front. I know. We're going to do that on the other side. Don't worry. I want you to just sit here for a second and breathe. Those inner thighs should be pretty beat up. Think about that whole pelvic structure. Bending forward versus legs out. Two distinct moves. Breathe. Now this is fancy. We're going to roll forward and jump or step into the upper cushion position. So, finding those inner thighs. And I don't want anybody to feel like, oh my God, I'm so horrible. This is awful. It's okay. Shift into down dog. We all have tight areas. We all have loose areas. We've all, cheated to make a move and have shortchanged ourselves. Yoga exposes our weaknesses and helps us move into balance, because the point is ultimately to find balance in our bodies so we stay healthy and comfortable forever. Raise that left leg up. Bend the knee. Lift that knee to the ceiling. Rotate. Look under that left arm. Shine that right boob to the left wall. Square it up. And push that leg in. We're coming into a pigeon. Point that right toe. Push. Lift it away. This side is tighter on me. Just notice it might be easier or tighter. It doesn't matter. Push. And reach it down. And just melt for 4 breaths here. Liberation and creativity. So your liberation is pushing through those tight, sticky spots. Staying present with the stretches that you think, I don't really like this, like the squat. I'm not really comfortable with it. I'm not really here. Sing with it. And like Lynn did, finding that alternative, hanging onto the bench. Figuring out where you are first and honoring that. Walk the arms to the left, and I want you to push that right arm out so you're really stretching. That muscle deep in your core. And then walk the arms to the right and push out with that left. Same thing, muscles deep within your core. And then wiggle all of your toes. Breathe into that hip. Back to the center. Sink right into it, hands under. And then just peel it up. Rock left and right. Get into all fibers of those muscles. And then rocking through on that hip. And just legs open. So this is a forward bend. So turn those thighs in. Make sure your legs aren't too wide. You should be able to easily reach down and touch your toes. Okay? So this limiting factor here is hamstrings. So push the pelvis up behind you. Push the belly button down. If you're thinking this is hard, that's your hamstring. If you can fold there, do it. And I just want you to do about 4 breaths. Now, as you're here, soften the quads. When the quad is held tight, it prohibits forward bending. And then slowly pick it up. Touch those legs. Soften them, jiggle them. Now we're going to move in to inner thigh by pushing those feet wide to the wall, scooting your pelvis forward, and it's as if somebody is pulling each leg back. Now what I want you to think about is your back. Rocking forward, lifting the tailbone. Rocking forward, lifting the tailbone. It's inner thighs. Good. I can't do it. My hands are thumbed. That's okay. You'll get there. Because what it is when the hands are in front is you have to really open that inner thigh. Because when you're back here, it's not pushing into the inner thighs as much. But when you're here, you really have to free those inner thighs. Soften the quads. Yeah. Perfect. So, headlights shine up, not your chin, headlights. If you're sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, I totally feel that, don't go any further. If you can hinge with a flat back, walk those hands out and push those feet to the side walls. Push the belly to the floor and lift the tailbone up. Good. So that's your limiting factor, is the inner thigh. Breathe into that inner thigh. Stay relaxed and focused. And then slowly walk it back. And this is really hard. Don't think that it's not. Grab those legs and I want you to pull them forward and relax. We did a lot of inner thigh, a lot of hamstring. We've done a lot of a lot. The very last thing, rocking forward on your feet, facing me. And just hang out on your knees with your toes right here. Tuck those toes under and sit back on those heels with the toes up. Good. So, this is stretching. Squeeze those ankles together. I sometimes need to adjust. This is stretching the bottom of the foot and toes. We've done this before. Sometimes it's incredibly painful. Hands at heart center. And just lean back a tiny bit. There, feeling it? Oh yeah.
That really doesn't ever get
It's
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a really good one. And I notice my right foot is always more painful than my left. So I want you to just scoop that low belly in. Stack the ankles, the hips, the shoulders, and the ears. Oh yes. And just be with that discomfort. Stay stacked and stay strong. Breathe. Find those inner thighs. Good. 2 more breaths. And then slowly drop the hands. Take it forward. Oh, release the feet and just wiggle those toes. I think that's really good. Everything we've done today is hard, but it's really good. Go ahead and move those feet around. And just stay comfortable. I'm going to get the light. Yeah, we've done a lot of deep and comfortable stretching. We got nice and hot first. And I just want you to be with where you're at. Grab this. Knowing that you created a lot of space in your body. Hopefully you broke through some fascia. Yeah, big time. Have identified where you might want to stretch more for comfort. So be grateful. I want you to find, we're going to do a seated Shavasana. I want you to close your eyes and just get comfortable, however that looks for you. And find gratitude for your body. Find gratitude for the sticking spots, for the things that you can't do. And just breathe. Your challenge this week is to clear your space. And we cleared a lot of space in our bodies today by finding that space and that light between each joint, by pushing through some uncomfortable blocks. And the challenge is to begin each morning with 10 minutes of meditation or mindfulness, and contemplate what it means to clear your space. The directions are to clear your space one room at a time, being ruthless with anything you do not need, giving it to charity or recycling it. The challenge is to declutter and organize a room. And I'm also extending that to decluttering and organizing our bodies. What can you do to clear and organize your body? Buy frankincense, a small piece of coal, and an unbreakable dish. Use a vacuum cleaner and go around the corners of an ordered room, asking for negative, stagnant energy to be removed. Light that coal, place the frankincense resin on top, open the windows and ask all negative and stagnant energy to leave. Allow your room to settle once it's been cleaned physically and energetically. And if you and your family notice the difference, and you will, repeat that process slowly and thoroughly through all of your rooms. And like I said, extending that to our bodies too. Clearing our bodies, organizing our bodies, taking care of our bodies. You did the first step in doing that today by breaking through and stretching and heating and going deep. So breathe. Clean and organize. And namaste. Namaste. Do you have any questions about anything that we did today? Because I knew we did a lot.
I have, but I never understood